And welcome to paradise. Oh, she's cold out here today. And the old truck, well, she's not running too good. Coming back from Wally World, or known to the middle class as Walmart. And it, out of the blue, it just started running like crap. It died a couple times, and I'm like, what is going on? So I came back, and of course I've got to check engine light on, of course. And when I came back, found out we have this, and we have the first code there that popped up. Now some of these other codes here you see, this is because they're there because I've got a cam phaser lockout on the truck, and I'm waiting on the new computer to come in after I've got it programmed. But yep, that there, first thing that came up, and wasn't there before, and it says low circuit P0102, so no flow whatsoever. So I went to live data. There's our live data, and listen to this thing. I got it running right now. Look at that RPM. I can't even give it any gas, and the wrench light is on now. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's definitely shaking really bad. So if I go down to the live data here, go down to the MAF sensor, and you'll see we have 0 reading on that bottom one there. That should be reading at least 2, 3. When I give it gas, it should move around, but that thing's deader than a... So that thing should be at least moving around a little bit, 2 or 3. I should be getting a reading right now because it's cold. You can see what the temperature is. It's 34 degrees, and the temperature gauge not even moved on this thing. So we're going to have to go out there and replace that. Now, I ordered one online. It came today. This happened about a week ago, and they wanted $80 to $90. I got one on eBay, free shipping for $14. We're going to see if that takes care of the problem, but man, it just, I'm giving it gas here on foot throttle, and it just, if I put it down in gear, it tries to take off, but as soon as you take off, you get about 15 to 20 miles an hour, it just tries to die, and the wrench light's back on, so it's not happy. So that should be moving. It should be doing something. Here, RPM. You can watch the RPM when I give it some throttle. So let's get out there and look at that and change that out and see if that makes a difference, and hopefully this truck will run better. Alright, so one quick tip on a lot of these trucks in wintertime: when there's ice on it, don't try to put the King's window down too fast until some of this melts off, because you'll see a lot of these, especially on the Expeditions, that track will just come right out of that glass. Some of these have holes in them where they got bolts in there, but a lot of them don't, so be careful about that in wintertime. So let's get this hood up here and see if we can do something about this. And there's what we got to change out, and there is the new one. Just came today, so I'm pretty excited. So I've got to get this little wire off here. There's a little security red clip under here. Let me pop this back. Get that off there. And now I've got to get these little bolts off. And these are little star, I think these are like, oh gosh, I don't know, T20. So let's go ahead and get these two off here. Alright, so there's that one. We'll gently do this with one hand. I don't want to lose any of these little bolts. And there's one on the bottom here. I don't think this thing's ever been off. Jeez. Apparently not. Oh. Wow, wow, wow. Alright, let me put the camera down. I'm going to have to grab this bolt because I don't want to lose it. Alright, you see that? A little corrosion on there. White stuff, powdery stuff coming off. So apparently this has been on there for a long time. I imagine this thing's all dirty and stuff, but no, looks brand new. Well, not brand new, but it's still shiny. So get that bolt out of there. Don't want to lose any of those. So let's look at it. And no point in cleaning it if it's not getting any readings. Everything there looks okay. Check my wires here real quick. But I don't get it. It just died out of nowhere. Usually I never have issues with these, but they do go bad. And this is a genuine Ford part. So anyway, here's our new one. So I can get this out of the box. Guys, watch me. And there it is. Now, like I said, they wanted $80 for this at the local parts store. I'm not going to say which parts store. Got this on eBay, free shipping, less than $20, and it was here in 3 days. So I don't get how or why these parts stores charge so much for the same parts. But hey, I'm not complaining at this point. Well, I just dropped it. Get back in there. Alright, see if we can get this out. Looks like it's the same thing. There we go. Yeah. Looks like the same thing. Yep. I wonder if it's got Ford stamped on it. Yeah, it's got Ford stamped right on it. So why would they want so much for the same part? And there's the one that's got the corrosion on. So that's the old one. You look closely right there on the bottom. It says Ford. Well, it says FOM Motor Company on the left-hand side there. Like you can see that. This one says the same thing. I have to go back and look at the sales. Maybe this was a genuine. I thought it was an aftermarket one. Alright, so let's go ahead and just stick this on and see what happens. Alright, so there's the old one with all the corrosion down on the bottom. And the new one's on. Man, did I get lucky. Easy to get to. Usually they are pretty easy to get to. So, pop bolt in. First thing I'm going to do is start it up. I'll know right away as soon as I start it up how it idles, because when I start it up it tries to cut out, then the RPMs it drops down a little bit. I will snug that down. I didn't get it wet, it's dry, it's just like it should be. And we'll try that. Get off the side. A wire, like I said, the wires are fine. I thought maybe I broke something, but like I said, it's been running fine even with all the other codes that I have. Alright, that's on. Push the little red thing in. Alright, we'll turn all this off the side so it doesn't blow down the street. See what happens. Wish me luck. I'm hoping that works, but it says Ford on it. It looks like it's a genuine part. This is why, folks, you should learn about vehicles. If you're just getting into the world, you're young, kid, just get your first car, get a couple scan tools, learn to work them. You'd be surprised when you know, sometimes you just break down in the middle of nowhere and you're just like, oh no. Well, this is one way you can protect yourself and save yourself a lot of money and hassle. Nothing like being stranded for 3 days waiting for someone to get you in to work on your vehicle. A lot of times you can do this stuff yourself, especially with sensors and stuff. Alright, so start this up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Gauge your sweeping. Oh, what a difference. Yes. Oh my, what a difference. Well, don't get too excited here. Let's go back here and see what we've got. Go back in here, look at the live data, see if we get a reading this time. And we'll just kind of let this roll. Alright, it came up pretty fast. This is mode 7, I believe. Alright, let's go down. We got, everything's working. Long term, let's go down here to the map. See what we got. Outside air temperature, 34 degrees. Still hasn't warmed up that much. My fingers are numb right now. There's the MAF sensor, MAF, mass airflow sensor. Hey, check that out. We got a number now. Look at that. 0.02, 1.01. That's what it was. I'll be daggone. Can you hear? I think you can hear me giving it gas. Oh my goodness, so much better. I can't believe that would just die while I was driving like that. Drop her down in gear. Oh yes. Now before it would try to die, so we're good. Alright, so yeah, we got a reading now. So you know, this reading is different for different vehicles, so you know, you can research. But if you see nothing but zeros and you hook one of these scan tools up, you know that's the problem. So it sounds good outside, except for a little squeaky belt. Hey, we fixed it. Yay, I'm so excited. Runs much smoother. So a lot of times you can get by just by cleaning these up, but if it's got no reading whatsoever, just throw it away, buy another one. And I guess we'll get rid of this, like I always like to say, out with the old and with the better. Hey, let me know where you're watching from right now. Alright, so it's warmed up in here quite a bit now. And we're still working just like we should there. Whoa, she jumped up to 13 that time. You see that? Nice smooth idle. I don't know what's wrong with this camera today. It doesn't want to focus. But anyway, we're going to take it for a ride now. It looks like we're going to be good. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to clear all these codes real quick. And we'll come back. I know we'll still have some codes because I'm still kind of working on this truck. And we'll compare. We'll erase all these codes. And yep. Then we'll come back and we'll see if that particular code is still there for that MAF sensor. So let's go take this for a ride. Alright everyone, I can't complain as my fingers thaw out. It would really run horribly between 20 and 30 miles an hour. I'd give it gas, it would just cut out, but not. It's like brand new truck. It runs so much better now. Yeah, I gotta put the belt on. And right about there's 40 miles an hour, and this is the speed this thing just would not go no matter how hard I punched on that gas. It just bucked and jerked, but not now. It's smooth as butter. I'm so happy. Yay! Let's go a little faster right here. Let's go about 55 and 60. Alright, so we're about 55, and I tell you what, she's running just like she should. Funny thing is, my check engine lights haven't come back on because there are other codes out there that I need to take care of, but yeah. So it looks like we'll call this a fix. We'll do one more thing here before we end the video. Pull up the scan tool and see if we have any other codes. We'll see if that code come back for that MAF sensor, but I think it's gone for good. Alright, after driving about, I don't know, 15, 20 miles, I wanted to go back to live data and see if we still have a reading on that MAF sensor, and we sure do. And I give it throttle, jumping around just like she should. Now, I think that's a permanent code. I don't think I can clear that with this scanner. I think it has to clear on its own. As I showed in an earlier video, some of these codes you can clear, but a lot of them, the only way they'll clear is after so many start cycles, run cycles, the computer will clear itself. So this is something that you have to deal with. Let me go in here and just find out real quick. And we'll read some codes here, see what we got. I know I've got codes for the camshaft and all that. Like I said, I have the cam phaser lockout on this. Alright, so there's a mass airflow. Yeah, so it's still there. I'm going to have to go ahead and let this computer on the truck clear itself, and we should take care of that. But it is working now, and the truck does run a lot better. Like I said, I've driven it about, I don't know, 20 miles or so, and still got good response on the throttle there. All that, so I'm glad we pretty much fixed that. Alright, so I pulled over here after driving another 10 miles, and it looks like we have cleared that code. Well, the code cleared on its own. No, P0102, it's gone. So, yep, it is definitely gone. Like I said, these are just camshaft, and I've got probably a bad, not a gas cap, but I've got a leak back there going into the gas tank. So I've got an evap code, but yeah, that code's gone, the P0102 for the MAF sensor. So I am happy with that. Yay! A lot of times they do that. They make the car clear its own codes after you fix it, so you can't cheat during the emissions testing. That's probably what it is, but it runs great. So guys, that's it for the end of the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a big old fat thumbs down. Until my next video, I'll see you guys later.